Taoism is the oldest religion in China. It is almost 5,000 years old. Taoist temples are the place where Chinese people worship to the gods and pray. These temples are always built in the mountains. Taoism is deeply different from all Western religions. There is not one God, but many gods. The main purpose of the Taoism is for a person to become immortal, to become a god. And it is not only human beings who pray to the gods. Every living being is religious. This includes animals, trees, and plants. All of these living beings are believers, and all of them pray. All believers can, through the practice of Taoism, become immortal and become a god. In Taoism, foxes are very important. The fox can turn into a fox god through a series of transformations. This is the first transformation. A female white fox gains special powers through Taoist practice. From now on, the female fox spirit will be able to change into a human woman whenever she wants. The fox spirits are called Huli Jing. The second transformation is for the spirit fox is to have 9 tails. In this state, she can change into any other creatures. The 9-tailed fox spirit is the most powerful Huli Jing. In the end, the female fox completes the Taoist practice. She becomes immortal, the fox god. We call her Hu Xian. In 2002, when China became part of the World Trade Organization, China's film industry has been growing, beginning with China's close cooperation with Hong Kong and Taiwanese film production. Cinema audiences are growing in China, and cinema is becoming more popular with Chinese audiences. With the rapid growth of the mainland film market, a wide range of Chinese films are being produced. There are martial arts, wuxia films, historical epics, and there are modern comedies and romance films. Chinese cinema reflects Chinese history and the society of modern China. In 2008, the film The Painted Skin contributed to the films made within the Chinese ghost genre. The film is adapted from Liaozhai Zhiyi, which is a famous collection of Chinese ghost stories. The Painted Skin is the first ghost film to be produced within China. The Chinese production of The Painted Skin earned 200 million yuan at the box office. After this first film, another 4 films based on the Liaozhai Zhiyi have been made. And they have all been very successful with the Chinese audiences. Liaozhai Zhiyi is a collection of nearly 500 short stories. They are written by Pu Songling, a famous writer of the Qing dynasty. Pu Songling came from Zibo City, Shandong Province. This is his hometown, which has been kept in its original form as it was in Qing dynasty. This is Pu Songling's house, which has been kept as a museum for visitors. Born in 1640, Pu died in 1715. Pu Songling's courtesy name is Liu Xian. His literary name is Liu Quanju Shi. He is also called Sir Liaozhai. Here is the script of his most famous short story in the Liaozhai Zhiyi, which is The Painted Skin. The pictures and the photographs show the whole life of Pu. He was born into a declining scholarly family. He was very clever when he was a child. At the age of 19, Pu was successful in his exams, and he became a xiucai, achieving first place amongst all the other students taking the exam in his province. In China, in the Qing dynasty, system of the government a career as a politician was based on exam success. Passing the xiucai exam was Pu's youthful success. However, he never went further in his political career. This is Pu's family house with his self-portrait. When Pu's parents passed away, and seeing no progress with his exam to grow his political career, Pu's 2 older brothers suggested that they divide the family property and live separately. What Pooh got in the division was 3 rooms and a few fields. This meant that Pooh was very poor. To support himself, Pooh served as the tutor to a rich family. At this time in Chinese history, a tutor had no special social standing. Except for his teaching, Pooh spent the rest of his time collecting stories and writing. Pu Songling's best-known work, the Liaozhai Zhiyi, is also named Ghost and the Fox. It has 491 short stories in the collection. The Liaozhai Zhiyi is based on the ghost and spirit mythology of Chinese Taoism. Pu Songling was a poor scholar, and nearly all the short stories have a poor scholar as the central character. He used the story told to him and then rewrote them. In their English translation, the Liaozhai Zhiyi are known as the strange tales from a Chinese studio. The short stories of the Liaozhai Zhiyi have been adapted into stage dramas, operas, and the film The Painted Skin is the first adaptation to be produced in China. This is Liaozhai Park, built near Pu Songling's house. Every part of the park is a miniature for one of the short stories of the Liaozhai Zhiyi. After reading the book, those who visit the park can experience the setting and the emotions of the short stories. The mist is an artificial special effect. This is Earth, Sea, Sky, where you can experience the sea world of Liaozhai Zhiyi. It also shows different plots in the short stories. This is the marriage between the princess of the Dragon King's palace and Liaozhai. This is the ancient Chinese hill, which has 18 layers. Each layer represents a different form of punishment. This is a depiction of the story of the painted skin. In the story, the scholar finds out that the beautiful woman he has brought home is a demon. She is able to appear human because of the human skin that she wears as a disguise. In this version of the story, the demon is not a fox spirit, a Huli Jing. She is a demon who feeds off human hearts and she wants to become human. This is the Taoist heaven. All of the figures here are Chinese immortals. In Liaozhai Zhiyi stories, it is common for a handsome scholar to save a beautiful animal spirit. For example, a fox. and finally the fox falls in love with him. The fox will then meet her savior and she will accompany him forever to pay her thanks. All of the foxes in the original works by Liaozhai Zhiyi are lovely and kind. They are not demons. There are many changes in the film adaptation of The Painted Skin compared to the original classical short story written by Pu Songling. The biggest change is that the demon from the original story is changed into a spirit fox, a Huli Jing. In the plot of the film, General Wang Sheng rescues a beautiful young maiden named Xiaowei. General Wang Sheng brings the young maiden to his home. The general's wife, Pei Rong, takes care of Xiaowei. Everyone likes Xiaowei. They are not aware that she is a Huli Jing. Xiaowei loves General Wang Sheng, and she wants to be his wife. However, Xiaowei is a Huli Jing. She feeds on human hearts and appears as a human only by wearing the painted human skin. The human hearts that Xiaowei needs are got by murdering people in the town where the general and his wife live. Xiaowei is suspected of these murders and she is accused of being a demon. Wanting to become the general's wife, Xiaowei poisons Pei Rong, making the wife become a Huli Jing. Wang Sheng is tricked into thinking his wife Pei Rong is a demon who feeds off human hearts, and he kills her. The main character in the Painted Skin adaptation is a female fox spirit, a Huli Jin. But in the original tale, she is only a demon. The reason for the change to the original tale is because in recent years, the Chinese people call the mistress of a married man a Huli Jin. In this dance, the new meaning of the Huli Jin can be understood. This is a couple in a boring marriage. The husband is always attracted to a younger, pretty woman, even though he is married. It is usual for a successful Chinese man to have a wife and also a girlfriend.
我需要用一颗纯洁的心灵来拯救我的灵魂和肉体。我是个正经人。
不要脸的都说自己特别正经。
那我就再不要脸一回。
The girlfriend is a threat to the marriage.
你敢再不要脸一点吗？
在一个无声平的城市，忍不住回头看我的城池，在我手的将要丢失。
我叫喵喵，
叫亮亮。
他的幼稚，我的固执，都成为历史。破的城市，平淡日子。
In the film The Painted Skin, Pei Rong, the wife of General Wang Sheng, is killed. Finally, the Huli Jing realizes that the most important thing between man and woman is their marriage commitment, not just love. Understanding her mistake, Xiao Wei uses her powers to save Pei Rong and all the people back. And Xiao Wei transforms into the white fox. In the modern telling of the painted skin, Xiao Wei embodies both meanings of the Huli Jings. She is a fox spirit in a classical Chinese story, which is based on the Taoism of the Liaozhai Zhiyi. And she is a contemporary Huli Jing, a girlfriend who threatens a marriage who comes to understand that she should sacrifice herself to save a marriage.
1, 2, 3, action!
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes croak, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks say quack, and fish go blub, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say? What the fox say? Pow, 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 pow.